class, today we'll be having a literature lesson. As you know, I'm Mr. Hill, and these are my goals for today's class. We'll be annotating for deeper meaning in a literary text. We'll be using context clues to find word meanings. We'll be making an inference based on text clues, and we'll be identifying character traits. First, we have inferences. Can any of you guys tell me what an inference is?
It's like making an assumption.
Exactly. So, the definition for inference is this: a deduction that is made based upon reasoning, and it allows you to figure out information that may be missing. So, what that means is, when you're given a picture, and maybe some of it is taken out, and you can't paint a whole picture, you have to make an inference. So, today I have some examples for us to go through inferences, so we can kind of get a better understanding of what they actually are. So the first example is this. You're in the car and you see smoke in the distance. Then you hear the sirens from a fire truck. What do you think is going on?
I think there may be a fire.
Alright, so that's one thing. So where in the text does it tell you that there's a fire going on?
It doesn't.
Exactly. So in instances like this, we have to take what we know, we have to look at the information that's presented to us, and we have to come up with an idea to try and figure out what's going on. So in this,
So are you saying because I see smoke in the distance and hear sirens of a fire truck, I can make an inference that there's a fire?
that's exactly what I'm saying. We're gonna do a second example. You are walking to school and you take a shortcut through the grass. When you get to school, you notice your shoes are wet. How do you think your shoes got wet?
The grass is wet?
Alright, that's one possibility. What's another one?
Could have stepped in a puddle, maybe.
Because stepped in a puddle. So we don't know, but that's the thing about inferences. There's often more than one answer. Your experience might be different than Tyler's experience, so you come up with different inferences. So repeat after me the 3 steps that it takes to make an inference. Read the text,
Read the text.
think about what you know,
Think about what you know.
make an informed inference.
Make an informed inference.
Alright, that's long, so I'm gonna shorten it down. Read it,
Read it.
think it,
Think it.
know it.
Know
Alright. We're going to learn about inferences through Langston Hughes. He was born February 1st, 1902, and he was a poet in the Harlem Renaissance. So we're going to read this, Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. I'll read it for you guys. It's kind of a hard read, but we're going to go through it after. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I've been a-climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on these steps, 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for eyes are still going, honey. Eyes are still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. So, what do you think is going on in this poem?
It's about somebody going up a flight of stairs?
Kind of. It's deeper. Trey?
I think it's about high school.
Yes. So, this is detailing her life and how she has gone through some stuff. So, when she says, life for me ain't been no crystal stair, what does that mean to you? What are crystals?
Smooth.
Yeah, so crystals are smooth. She's had tacks and splinters. So, what does that mean? Yeah, her life has been rough. And even though it doesn't say that explicitly, we can make inferences because of what we know. We know that splinters hurt, and we know that tacks hurt, but we know that crystals are smooth. So, what do you guys think the crystal stair represents?
Smooth.
Yes. So crystals are smooth. So that means her life isn't smooth. And we're shown that through the use of metaphor, through the crystal stair, and through her use of splinters and boards, and saying that the floor is bare. So as I said earlier, we had 4 goals: annotating, finding context clues to know what words mean, making inferences, and identify character traits. So you guys were able to do this through the poem. You guys were able to look and see, without things being explicitly stated, that this is about her life. You guys were able to find out that she was a black woman by knowing who the poem was written by. And you were able to take some words that you didn't necessarily know and apply them to words that you did know, like crystal, and relating it to being smooth. I want to thank you guys for being a good class.